priests who were with President Kennedy say he is dead.
November 22nd, 1963. The world stood still as news broke of a tragic event in Dallas, Texas. The 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, had been assassinated. John F. Kennedy was the youngest man to be elected as a US president, and the first Roman Catholic to hold the office. His administration was often referred to as Camelot. He had many initiatives, such as the establishment of the Peace Corps, the push for civil rights, and the bold promise of landing a man on the moon by the end of the decade. This period was marked by significant challenges, including the Cuban Missile Crisis and growing tensions over civil rights. Kennedy's vision for a new frontier inspired many, but it also made him a target for those opposed to change, which we will cover. It's the morning of November 22nd, 1963. President Kennedy is in Dallas, Texas, as part of a 5-city tour aimed at gaining support for his presidential campaign. The motorcade, with Kennedy and First Lady Jacqueline, his wife, in an open-top limousine, proceeded through the streets of Dallas to a scheduled luncheon at the Dallas Trade Mart. At approximately 12:30 p.m, as the motorcade passed through Dealey Plaza, 3 shots were fired. The first bullet missed the motorcade entirely. The second bullet struck President Kennedy in the upper back, exiting through his throat, causing him to clutch at his neck. The third and fatal shot struck Kennedy in the head, causing catastrophic injuries. Texas Governor John Connally, who was seated in front of Kennedy, was also hit, but survived. Following the shooting, the presidential limousine sped towards Parkland Memorial Hospital. Despite the best efforts of the medical team, President Kennedy was pronounced dead at 1 p.m. CST. The announcement of his death was met with an outpouring of grief and disbelief from around the world. In the meantime, law enforcement quickly secured the area and began a search for the shooter. Attention soon focused on the Texas School Book Depository, where witnesses had seen a rifle protruding from a 6th-floor window. Within hours, Dallas police apprehended 24-year-old Lee Harvey Oswald. Oswald was a former Marine, and he had lived a tumultuous life, including a defection to the Soviet Union and subsequent return to the United States. He had been working at the Texas School Book Depository for a little over a month. Upon his arrest, Oswald was charged with the murder of President Kennedy and the killing of Dallas police officer J.D. Tippit, who was shot approximately 45 minutes after the assassination, while questioning Oswald in the Oak Cliff neighborhood of Dallas. Oswald denied the charges, proclaiming, "I'm just a patsy." Despite being in police custody, Oswald never faced trial. On November 24th, 1963, as Oswald was being transferred from the city jail to the county jail, he was shot and killed by Jack Ruby, a local nightclub owner. The murder was broadcast live on national television, adding another shocking twist to an already surreal situation. Ruby, who claimed he acted out of grief and rage over Kennedy's assassination, was convicted of murder. However, his actions fueled widespread speculation and conspiracy theories, as many questioned whether Ruby had silenced Oswald to prevent him from revealing a larger plot. In response to the assassination, President Lyndon B. Johnson established the Warren Commission, chaired by Chief Justice Earl Warren, to investigate the events surrounding JFK's death. The Commission's mandate was to thoroughly examine the evidence and provide a definitive account of what happened. Over the course of 10 months, the Commission interviewed hundreds of witnesses, analysed physical evidence, and reviewed numerous documents. The Warren Commission's report, released on September 24, 1964, concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in assassinating President Kennedy and that Jack Ruby acted alone in killing Oswald. The report also concluded that there was no credible evidence of a conspiracy. Despite the Warren Commission's findings, many Americans were unsatisfied with the official account. The notion that a lone gunman could carry out such a devastating act without assistance or conspiracy was difficult for many to accept. This skepticism led to the proliferation of numerous conspiracy theories. Some speculated that the CIA was involved, possibly due to JFK's perceived lack of support for anti-Castro Cuban exiles and his administration's handling of the Bay of Pigs invasion. Others pointed fingers at organised crime. angered by the Kennedy administration's crackdown on the mafia. The Soviet Union and Fidel Castro's Cuba were also frequently mentioned as possible conspirators, given the geopolitical tensions of the Cold War era. In 1976, amid persistent public doubt and the release of new evidence, the US House of Representatives established the House Select Committee on Assassinations to reopen the investigation into JFK's assassination. The HSCA's final report, published in 1979, diverged from the Warren Commission's findings. It concluded that while Oswald likely fired the shots that killed Kennedy, there was a high probability that he did not act alone. The HSCA based its conclusion on acoustic evidence from a police radio channel that suggested the presence of a second gunman. However, subsequent analysis have questioned the reliability of this acoustic evidence, leaving the issue unresolved. One of the most critical pieces of evidence in the JFK assassination is the Zapruder film, a silent, colour-home movie recorded by Abraham Zapruder, which captured the assassination in graphic detail. The film has been meticulously analysed over the years, providing crucial insights into the sequence of shots and timing of events. Forensic experts have studied the trajectory of the bullets, the timing of the shots, and the reactions of the victims. The infamous magic bullet theory, which posits that a single bullet caused multiple wounds to both Kennedy and Connolly, has been a focal point of debate. While some experts argue that the evidence supports the theory, others see it as implausible, suggesting instead the possibility of multiple shooters. The assassination of John F. Kennedy has left an indelible mark on American culture and history. It has been the subject of countless books, documentaries, and films, each exploring various facets of the event and its implications. Oliver Stone's 1991 film, JFK, reignited public interest and debate, challenging the official narrative and proposing an intricate conspiracy. Stephen King's novel, 11/22/63, provided a fictional account that delves into time travel and the moral complexities of altering history. The assassination has become a touchstone in discussions about political violence, media influence, and the trustworthiness of government institutions. In recent years, the US government have released thousands of previously classified documents related to the assassination. Following the 1992 JFK Records Act, these releases have provided new details and insights, but have not fundamentally altered the understanding of the event. The documents reveal extensive monitoring of Oswald by the FBI and CIA, as well as the intelligence community's handling of various threats against Kennedy. However, no smoking gun has emerged to conclusively prove a conspiracy. Public opinion continues to reflect skepticism, with many Americans believing that the full truth has not yet been revealed. Polls consistently show that a majority of Americans suspect a cover-up, or believe that multiple individuals or groups were involved. Why was John F. Kennedy assassinated? Who truly was behind it? These questions continue to evoke curiosity and debate. The JFK assassination remains one of the most analysed and contentious events in history, embodying a myriad of unresolved issues. It challenges us to consider the complexities of political power, the influence of media narratives, and the elusive nature of truth in the face of incomplete evidence. As we reflect on this tragic event, we are reminded of the fragility of democracy and the enduring quest for justice and transparency. The legacy of John F. Kennedy endures, not only through his contributions and ideals, but also through the ongoing search for the truth about his untimely death. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe for more historical examinations. Thank you for watching.